What did you make of the game today?
What did you think? What do you think?
You know what? You know what? I had a chance of watching Liverpool. And I enjoy it. I'm with Maka. I enjoy it. I think there's still a little bit of what happened last year. A little bit, few mistakes at the back. That space behind Alexander-Arnold is still there. And I think that Chelsea realized in the second half, and Chilwell was doing a lot of damage in that side. But I enjoy it. I think the middle of the park it looks good. I think a lot of linking in, a lot of movement, ups and downs. Of course, we're going to have during the season. But I enjoy it, and I think that it looks good. Liverpool has to tie that a little bit at the back. But when they try to make that pressure that we all missed last year, I think they did well and put a lot under pressure, because Chelsea is going to be a very good team, a tough team to beat in their own home and in a way, because it's true that they are missing something up front, something that can capitalize the chances. But in the middle back, I think Enzo today made a fantastic game, and it looks like he's going to be the leader of the blue side. So, yeah, I enjoy Liverpool. Let's see how it goes next week.
We've been sitting here for 20 minutes.
I can't believe it. Well,
I am glad. I'm glad Luis watched the game. I'm glad Luis watched the game. That was nice.
Yeah. Let me move on.
Can these two go now or what?
I need to talk to Maka about Moises Caicedo choosing Chelsea.
Is Ali in there as well? Is Ali there as well?
Yeah, there's more.
Don't worry about me, Maka. Don't worry about me.
Maka, worry about yourself, okay?
I didn't hear you, mate. I didn't even know you were there either.
Moises Caicedo set to join Chelsea, £115 million fee. Maka, you're disappointed that Liverpool have missed out on the player?
Well, yeah, I mean, he would have helped Liverpool. It's a huge amount of money, but it's come available and they can pay it, so they're going to have to try and spend it somewhere else to try and please the fans. Chelsea are in for Lavia as well, I think, so they're going to be incredibly strong, aren't they? But yeah, he was a player, as Craig and Stevie were saying, he's a player that would have improved Liverpool. So the fact that we bid the money and, you know, they agreed the fees and he didn't want to come, I think that's disappointing, it really is.
You gutted, Stevie?
Yeah, I think Caicedo would have turned Liverpool into title contenders, because that's the one thing they don't have. They don't. I mean, Gakpo starting in the middle of the park is good when they have the ball going forward, but when they lose the ball, there's nothing there really. They just need a midfielder whose main quality is defensively. They've got enough attackers. They've got plenty of players who can go forward and create and score goals. But what they don't is they don't have anybody at all to stop the opposition getting at the back four. Nobody. That's a problem. You ain't going to compete for the Premier League with 6 forwards and four defenders. You're not. Or 6
well, they did have those players last year, but
they didn't perform.
But the legs had gone a little bit.
Aye. That's what makes Caicedo so important to get him, or it would have been, because this guy's a game changer. He wins the ball early, he gets around the field, he gives it to those forwards we're talking about and the midfielders. But without a player like that,
so what do you do now?
They're not going to be able to keep enough clean sheets and keep teams out with nobody in the middle of the park to stop the opposition getting at.
Okay, and so what do you do now? Because you don't have Caicedo.
Well, you have to find somebody.
Huh?
That's why you have a scouting network. That's why you pay all these guys that we've never heard of are getting paid millions to find players. So they have to go and do their job. You have to go and find. It's easy to find the Caicedos of this world, right? When they're producing in the Premier League, everybody can see how good they are. But what you got to do when you're getting your millions to find players is figure it out and do what Brighton are doing.
You only have a limited time in order to do that.
Okay.
So the window's closing, so
Again, you should have a list. You shouldn't be scratching around saying, well, if we don't get this guy, that's us, we're up a gum tree. You should have a list. Right. And when you don't get the first one, then you move to the next one, and then the next one.
Well, that's what I would say, that today was a positive for Liverpool, that you're playing without that guy that you think is going to come from somewhere, and that's this list that they have to put together. I would argue that all 3 midfielders today were playing out of position, and still you were able to get a point away at Chelsea in what was a much improved Chelsea. So from that point of view, I'm going to take the glass half full.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN.
Really talking about it, you know, I do believe that Liverpool needed Caicedo more than Chelsea, but Chelsea seems like they're offering a better project than Liverpool. That's why maybe all the players just want to run to them. Them going for Romeo Lavia is a game changer. I don't know, the ESPN guys understood that Liverpool are in shambles. As much as they have performed with players out of position, we need to have somebody to control the game. We were out of control the whole entire game. Do you know that in terms of midfield, the way we played, people are talking about Harvey Elliott being the changer of the game when he got into the game. There is a lot of things that is missing with this squad, and I'm wondering exactly how do we get the better of this club. And if we don't get a Romeo Lavia or somebody, let's go back under the guy that they've been talking about from Brazil. We need somebody if we want to compete for anything. There are so many people we are being linked to. There is money. If the players we want don't want to come to us, why can't we go for people like Florentina Perez? I've talked about this guy, Florentina Luis, sorry. I've talked about this guy. Why can't we go get him? As much as these guys are trying to say this could work, I'm more convinced that Liverpool needs to be doing serious, and the scouting team needs to find a Fabinho replacement, and we need a better than even Fabinho, because if we continue the way we played, some teams are not going to be unmatured to a point where Chelsea were, because if there was any ordinary team, they would have won. If we were playing with Man City, we would have been beaten. So if you take that and really think about it, that's when you know that we are really in trouble. So there's something that needs to be done by Liverpool, and if they don't act, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a long season, and I'm tired of this long season. And with the way Klopp is already busting in the press conference, that tells you that also his days are numbered. Because rather than losing control, I think he's losing himself now. So there is a lot of things that is happening that is causing so many problems, and I don't know how we're gonna deal with it. I'm just tired. The CAICEDO deal got me so tired. The Lavia deal now seems like it's gonna get me so tired. I just am tired. I need something to happen, and I don't know where is it gonna come from. There's a lot of things that are wrong with Liverpool, and if people don't start thinking about it, start looking them inside really where we're going, we are gonna be really in trouble, I'm telling you. So let's see what happens. Let's see those people who are paid millions to scout a proper midfield they're gonna do, because all the ones that we want are favoring Chelsea rather than to come to us. So we need to move. We need to do some business, transfer business now, because we need to save the season before we even lose it, before we even do anything. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm just angry, and do me a favor, click the like button and subscribe to connect.